Okay, so the main question for this trip was, what did I learn about myself during the service trip and how did my actions impact other people? So for this trip, I cannot not leave out the part of hiking. So it was intense hiking throughout the trip, and the thing I learned about this hiking trip was that it is going to be hard, like life, but then you gotta live through it, and there are always the positive things that you can look forward to. Like one day, the scenery is beautiful, like clouds, and the buildings were not the buildings of Korea, but they were just somehow beautiful with the scenery. So, and then at night, it was just beautiful stars. Like I don't have a photo of it because you can't really take a photo of stars, but it's just beautiful. I think I'll remember it like a sky full of stars. And one day, I think it was the third day, there's gonna be a video of that. I was really sick and I was like crying, like I couldn't stop crying, I couldn't control myself, and like my body was shaking. I couldn't really stop myself from shaking, so I was drinking a ton of water, and a lot of the trips supervisors, like the Nepali people, were there with me, so it was like very comforting. I thank them very much. It's like it was a very meaningful part of the journey trip because I don't know, it just stuck with me because when you're really sick, you really need the comfort and like the people around you to be, what should I say, nice with you. Yeah. So then this was, they were very nice to me, yes. And became very much of the, I returned to my normal state after my sleep the day after, and I felt great. So then what I learned from this is, even through hardship, I can always come back, and when I see someone, I should help them because I know what it feels like to be in pain. Yeah, and then during the first period of when I was sick, like I was trying to not show it and like trying to hide it off, but then I learned that that was a very stupid move, and that asking for help isn't a bad thing, and that it actually helps you. Yeah. So that is a reflection on the most meaningful part of the journey. And then returning to how my actions impacted the people around me. So returning to the theme of the service, because this is a service learning leading trip, we did a lot of physical labor. So I didn't really feel the connection I had in, for instance, Cambodia, or Taiwan, where I helped disabled people do their daily chores, or and like something like, because if you're around someone and you can interact with someone you have never known, it's a very different thing. Like there were instances when we had that kind of interaction with the Nepali kids, but I didn't really feel that this trip. But then it wasn't really of a meaningless trip, because a meaningless part of the journey, because I don't know, it felt like I accomplished something. This is more of a like a connection between me and my friends more than me and the Nepali kids. So it was kind of a different experience than I had anticipated, but I'm happy with the trip and that it went well. Yes.